Phone call to March 24, 2026, city council meeting order. Remind everybody to silence your cell phones. This lady is going to lead us in opening prayer, followed by the pledge of allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we come to you this afternoon just thank you and praise you for who you are and what you, how you work in our lives and the lives of people. Thank you for the spring coming on, Lord. It just reminds us that you're still in control. You can make all things safe. Thank you for this council and the time that we've been together discussing the laws that govern the city of Perry. Help us to make good decisions, Lord, the decisions that you would be pleased with and that the people would be pleased with. Lead us and guide us. Forgive us when we fail. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. Congratulations to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic one nation under God.
Thank you all. Welcome to the meeting. We'll get a roll call, please, ma'am. Here. Approval of items on the consent agenda. Approval to read by title only, resolution 2026-11, resolution 2026-12, resolution 2026-13, and resolution 2026-14. Have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, we have any requests from the general public for anything that's not on the agenda? Here, come on up.
Thomas Edwards II, still at 2847 Pisgah Road. Growing up, I was always taught you can't just, beat a dead horse to death. Sometimes you got to give a little praise. So I'm going to say something positive for a change today. And I want to thank John for the effort I saw when I looked at my phone today and actually being able to see an agenda before having to come to the meeting. So I want you to know that's well appreciated. If you're the one that put it together, that is. Whoever did. Was it you? Whoever did it, it was refreshing to see ahead of time. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Tom. All right, is anyone else from the public here would like to speak on anything that's not on the agenda? Clements Gate.
Hello, I'm Bob Keaton at 103 East Ella Street, and I had not planned on doing this, but I wanted to thank you, Board, and John, particularly. I run my dogs 3 times a day at the dog park in Perry. We have an excellent one, but it's on a slope. And whenever we have any rain, not a lot of rain, any rain, the bottom third is underwater. Well, guess where the entrance gate is? Underwater that time. So I sent a note with a photograph, said I'm wading through, ankle deep water. Could you guys put another gate? The upper 2/3 is perfect. Dry, the water drains off of it, and it's dry an hour after the rain. Y'all made it happen. So whoever really did the work, I also thank them, but sent the note, got the work done. And so not on any role other than me as private citizen, but my dogs and I appreciate having a really nice upland place to run our dogs here in the city of Perry. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Is anyone else who has anything that's on the agenda? Now we'll move on to general business. It's not accused of having any card. Okay. Move on to Lee, here's that tape back here. Tommy can hear it pretty good. Okay, good. Very good. All right, general business. Pass it on for this. Agenda item 6A, resolution 2026-11, Opportunity Zone 2.0. Resolution of the City Council of the City of Perry, Florida, supporting the nomination of certain census tracts in Taylor County, Florida, for designation as qualified opportunity zones under the Opportunity Zones 2.0 program. Identifying the city's priority order of recommended tracts, authorizing transmittal, and providing for an effective date.
Did you speak on this at all? You don't go back and say about it? Well, but we talked about opportunity zones last week. And basically what it is an incentive for business investment in the community of Perry. Now, it's not property tax abatement or it's not other gas incentives. This is just simply tax incentives. And if they make an investment in an opportunity zone, the basis for their investment, which, your capital gains is determined by your basis and what your final price is. And that tells how much tax that you get paid on capital gains. Also, there's some other, if you keep it longer, the tax benefits increase. Currently, 9503.01 and 9503.02 census tracts are in Opportunity Zone Designation 1.0. Those expire in 2027. Okay. And if we'd like to continue having this Opportunity Zone investment incentive for businesses to come here to Perry, we need to submit these tracts for the governor to consider. The governor can only do 340 tracts in the state. If we miss this submission deadline, we get to wait 10 years and we can submit again. So there's a document in there that pretty well describes what businesses that we've had that are involved in Opportunity Zone 9503.01, 102, and what's the other one? 9502.02, and then for Hail Mary, 9501. So that would pretty much cover all of the census tracts that are inside the city limits of Perry and extend beyond the border of Perry. So with that, we're looking for your support. We've got a deadline to submit on these that we need to make. And folks are standing by to see if we can have Opportunity Zone 2.0 in the city of Perry and on these tracts. Any questions?
What's our deadline?
It's April 30th.
Would you remind us again of the location?
Okay, John helpfully has put a map up on the monitor. Number one is 9503.01, which is our priority site. That's pretty well, that's south of US 98, west of Jefferson Street and Puckett Road down to the Holloway River. 9503.02 extends out to the old mill site and the city of Perry property. And then 950, number 3 is the one that's it's north of town and extends all the way up the US 19 corridor past Big Top. Okay. And then of course the number 4 is the big one, and it takes a lot of swamp area, but it's also one of the it extends out on the north side of US 27. So pretty well all of your major transportation corridors in and out of the city limits of Perry, which are one of the things that folks like to look at for building a business. All that transportation is covered. It's a good question. Any other questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe like today. Motion by Ms. Hampton. Have a second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Agenda item 6B, resolution 2026-12 MS 032 CDBG DR budget amendment. A resolution of the city council amending the budget of the city of Perry, Florida for the fiscal year October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026.
Wastewater treatment facility improvement project.
This is part of the project we are coming up.
From overseas funding, already, that's right. What you just said. Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, we have any discussion on this? Any questions for anybody? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion, Ms. Hampton. Have a second?
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Agenda item 6C, resolution 2026-13 MS 033 CDBG DR budget amendment. A resolution of the city of Perry amending the budget of the city of Perry, or excuse me, a resolution of the city council amending the budget of the city of Perry, Florida for the fiscal year October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026. It's along the same lines.
This, yes, it's $8,500,000 for the wastewater facility solid.
Do you have any questions or discussion? Not, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion is Landry. Have a second?
Yes.
Second is Hampton.
Dr. Brown? Dr. Hanson?
Yes.
Dr. Lukoff?
Yes.
Dr. Rubin?
Yes.
Yes. Agenda item 6D, resolution 2026-14 MS 034 CDBG DR budget amendment. A resolution of the city council amending the budget of the city of Perry, Florida for the fiscal year October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026. Again, practically the same thing.
For $500,000 for the well number 3 existing water treatment plant we have.
Have any questions or discussion on this? No, I'll entertain a motion.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we think that it's just a result. The people that council. The country that. When you get it. Thank you.
Motion, Ms. Hampton, do I have a second? Second, Ms. Woodford.
Dr. Brown? Dr. Hanson?
Yes.
Dr. Lukoff?
Yes.
And Dr. Rubin?
Yes.
Yes. Agenda item 6E, council to discuss tuition reimbursement policy and council will take any actions deemed necessary.
This time I'll call it, I'll be best for it, come back. If I get approved this time, I'm gonna wait for the budget time. it is what it is, want to put it in. But I did change, final approval, rest of the city council. But this will be like, well,
there any kind of yearly cap on how much? We discussed this. We discussed it. We just need to. Motion to approve. So motion, we have a second. Second. Read Mr. Grimes. Yes.
What is what comes in for the budget and because we don't know what situation we're gonna be in. But I just say put running on with the council, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Agenda item 6F. Council to consider and adopt procurement policy for CDBG grants, and council will take any action deemed necessary.
Did we have a policy covering this previously? Okay, so we modified what we had. Okay.
they wrote the policy. They wrote the policy for it.
Any questions or discussion? No, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion, Ms. Hampton, do I have a second? Second, Ms. Woodfall.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Agenda item 6G, council to discuss engineer's task order for capacity analysis report for wastewater, and council will take any action deemed necessary.
That's the report.
Yeah, that's the analysis report.
From the meetings for the. That's it, I would. Fine. Keep it.
Do you have any questions or discussion about it?
My only thing is that when Sean after the things like this, and nobody else has an understanding about it, can you please make sure that you hear it so he can break it down and let us know?
You can walk that way.
Oh,
Oh, that's really okay. Our truck here, that's our here.
okay. That's what they do.
Is she okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So that's what it is.
Ready? No more questions or discussion, I'll entertain a motion.
Was this in the budget already?
We have a motion for the Wood Park. Do we have a second? Second, Ms. Landry.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Agenda item 6H, council to review City of Perry welcome signs, quotes. The council will take the action deemed necessary.
Have you seen any samples of their work? Just tell me that, okay. And do we have any recommendations from anybody on any of these?
Tommy, you have something you want to say? Sure, yeah. Okay. All right, so last time, I have a little bit talk about. Banners. So
But go ahead.
what, what do you know what? There's four right outside the door.
This one?
There's four right outside on the post, every post. And
We're
probably.
not talking about banners, we're talking about welcome signs at the city limits. Like that.
Am I like a big, like brick and mortar, thing like,
Well,
like you go to Leon County, you see the big Leon County, what Leon County, that kind of something.
Yeah.
Okay, I was saying we're a little too small for that, I think.
Dixie's got here, several of them around the sky.
So are we, since we talked about it a little bit, we're on the banners for the, from the kids, at school, or whatever,
Let's go and do energy. But not allow it
would not.
at the 5 months, yeah.
All right.
So that you.
The reason I'm asking is because, I'm just gonna share my own personal opinion with you.
Go ahead.
With everything being tight, budgets and everything, everything's happened to the county. I mean, I listened to her prayer, you know, for guidance and doing the right thing with money. I'd like y'all to all really take that to heart. I know $15,000 don't sound like a lot of money for banners, but it's like, how are we buying banners? And one of your questions, one just the agenda just before that was, is it in the budget? I mean, if we budgeting money for banners?
you know, this is not banners. This is not banners.
But you spoke, I'm talking about,
And-
recently
and
spoke
then
about
you
banners. Buying more banners, Christmas banners, because there was somebody looking forward to the Christmas design.
I understand what you're saying, but that's not what we're discussing right now.
Right, that's all.
We're discussing
Okay, all right, well,
signs.
okay.
But
I'll keep it on.
Thank you.
So, this folks in a hotel. There's no code. No. One code here and code.
You gonna put them at the first of the city limit? I was right around looking the other day at places. They were right at the city limit sign, which are places. Four area, got to
Have you given them attention? So you want to put them, you have to give them your face.
I'll get you an answer.
I want to stay with them. You're Jason between. This is Jason. And the convenience store. Yeah. And they did this commercial, right? I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's Jason's Coast. The last one we had was just before you get to the supervisor inspection. And that's in the same year. And so we get but
They've already ordered them, but we just wait on this to. What the total wind up being?
the ones speak.
That's just for the signs, correct? Poles. Do we have anywhere we can pull the money from, or? We'll research it and bring it back to us. What we research, just to see the money, so might be able to come out of that. Gas tax, we're not sure, we're gonna look and see. We're gonna table this to the next meeting.
Oh, and they could look at this. Put it on that. Yeah. Or, have a meeting. And then, I get this people come in. Okay, you wanted to take that.
I don't know where you talking about, what's gonna free up?
Yes. I suggest that let's put on, I mean, that take them from that. Then we come up more money, put it on that day. Then, to 21,
I see what you're saying, like doing one at a
yeah,
time. I'm with you. Okay. You got something else?
that's what we got. We're heading on 19.
Pretty much the 5 main highways coming in. So we'll address this again at the next meeting. You make that in the form of a motion, sir.
It was just a suggestion. It's not. And I'm sure if you gave them a location, they would get back with you soon.
They're gonna be more expensive Get a better work done with.
I couldn't even get a quote. Of dams.
All right, we'll address this at the next meeting, the first meeting in May. Like, first week in April. Yep. All right, agenda item 6I. Council to discuss potential litigation for Jefferson Street damage, and council will take the action deemed necessary.
Thank you for allowing me for the next few meetings to that more information. I did, go through a process of paying for evacuation, but, I did a small property, review and found that the driver and the driver of the passenger car, they do own, or they do own a townhouse that they began purchasing in 2003. At the time of purchase, was valued at $163,000 in the Miami area. And for and now it's market value is approximately $447,000 in a short time in Miami. I just think that I wasn't able to verify whether or not the driver is still employed, whether the last one now they were fine with the brand smart, working and with a retail person, and his wife is at a pre-K or people registration for teachers. And the overall, what I estimated as on the lower side cost for the legal fees for this application would be $3,500 to $8,000. $3,500, I think, is supposed to be because unlike a lot of situations, a lot of there's no dispute, there's no loss to those campaigns. There's evidence overwhelming that the drivers are to the fire hydrant causing the damage, and the cost of filing cost would be around $400,000, and then in relation to that, the average would be about $40 per year. And see if we can do all that. The real land rent and credit card bill, where you basically agree to a settlement and then file for the lien. And if, and then they open more to it, because of the numbers that are happening, that we definitely cannot pursue enforcing the lien unless the home, or some other non-homestead assets becomes available. That, for instance, I know all of the property around here is about, so it seems like a lot of the property, even a lot of the property bought up tonight, and a lot, say, if you go up, and you already bought up almost $100,000, if there was an opportunity, to settle out if they get more assets, that we still have that in there. But it may, the judgment, if they agree with settlement, which I had no phone number. I reached out to the insurance company, they didn't have to turn over the phone number, so I was gonna have to mail them to see if there was room to even, participate in that settlement agreement. That maybe there's something in the future with what you're seeing, that could be collected in the future if they got that over phone. But it would be really potentially at, over $109,000 at the highest to pursue,
What did we determine that our cost was, or have we determined?
I have 45,000 in that.
$60.
Then we put a number on it, pretty close. I mean,
And they have, well, all I had is that, in the office for $45,000 that has to be paid for overtime. Their insurance is $1,000 for it, so they have a maximum of $1,000. So that's, for the straight up cost to recover $35,000. Also, again, I just said I would like to look for assets, to look for regarding collecting from them. But there was some information that maybe the purchase sale needs to be at least situation, but I haven't been able to start that yet. I can do more information. It does look like that. But that you can idolize about content, not one child, we. So again, that's the information that was able to find, for you all. I think that's directly, but there was for less to the damage, but they were to agree with the settlement agreement and filed with the $5,000 policy, with the settlement agreement, that if they were to, if the property no longer was homestead and they wanted, they would agree to pay the lien and also move on to a settlement agreement. If they're open, obviously, if that they could not charge with that to make up. So, if they without agreement, they don't have to do it. I will pay them for that.
Only will be looking at it because we know.
Tommy, do you have something you want to add? So we haven't,
She
I mean,
suggested.
we haven't really gone through one. I haven't gone through one of these before. I think that what it is, that there's about 60,000 of damage, about $10,000 worth of insurance. Is all what they have on their vehicle. Is there- Hmm.
Suggestion.
The undersheriff had for about $80,000 for another new sheriff. Because we got rid of it. So all that offering, probably,
The last council meeting that was had, there's the decision on the floor or like the link, no vote was to, possibly save money by not pursuing the action that very well was not providing more money to the city, but in fact becomes a liability or a cost. And I asked if I could just research what the actual because there was no information outside of their insurance coverage. So for instance, if it came back that this is a business owner or five different properties that we're looking at someone who's not registered, that the city may have a different decision regarding. It was all based on assumption, so I asked for an opportunity to report back to the city as to whatever assets I could find for the city to be able to make a decision based on some information versus just the idea of this not pursuing. So that's how we go today was to provide the information I was able to find out.
Well, just simply put, Tommy, all we was trying to do was make the city whole. We're not trying to capitalize on it. I mean, I understand it's an accident, but should the city taxpayers have to pay for it? I agree with that. Look, right.
John, I believe this one is- Hmm?
that's what we've done with it.
I told her because she was only doing it, yes, but she wasn't saying that that's what we were on.
That's suggestion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they might have had 10 or 15 pieces of property somewhere. We didn't know. We're just looking into it. That's all.
There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Ms. Smith.
Maybe at least over the citizens, there were due diligence to find out if there's any way they could pay for their accident. That's all. That's all we were doing. Anyway, you wanna, guess need to make a motion, either pursue it or not pursue it. Well, you got 10,000 worth of insurance, that's probably all we're even gonna see, to be honest with you.
We're glad to get that.
I'll entertain a motion.
My motion, man.
Second.
That we not pursue the, not
So we
pursue
go for the
it,
10,000 and
not pursue it any further.
front.
But what are we? They got $10,000 worth of insurance. That's all they have. Liability insurance on the vehicles, all they have. The motion is to take the 10,000 they have and not pursue.
How much are we into it already?
We've already paid for it.
much are we into it already?
I think 60,000.
And then that's $10,000 of it. Excuse me.
And what is that consist?
35,000. It's gonna go back. 10,000 for the total, 5,000.
How much, in legal fees?
Nothing legal.
Huh?
Zero legal.
So we won't have any legal fees.
We don't pursue,
Oh,
we don't pursue litigation.
If all we go after is the insurance, there won't be any legal fees involved.
but I'm hearing the city attorney discussing what she has done,
She was checking it out to see if it would be worth our time and money.
and that was pretty,
Yeah.
She's part of her job.
It's in her life. It's in her feet.
That's just part of her job.
right.
No, nothing extra.
I don't want to get into situation that we were in where the late fees exceeded the value of property.
Right. Well, we're not talking about going there. We're talking about just filing for the insurance, the $10,000 insurance that the people have. That's what that's what we've got a motion for. And nothing else.
You think we go, keep the state. But what?
I don't understand your question.
Well, I think what we're trying to do is not do what you're talking about, is not go spend all these legal fees and find out we can't collect anything anyway. Yeah. Just cutting our losses. Well, I don't think we'll beat the state. Probably not. Not a favor. Just be fair. Right. So the motion is to take, excuse me, take the 10,000 in insurance and just let the rest go and not pursue any legal action. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Agenda item 6. J. Council to discuss the FRDAP or FERDAP grant priority list and council will take any action deemed necessary.
So y'all asked us to make the recommended policy of it. I didn't know where we actually fell on this. There were 106 projects for that. We were ranked number 1 and number 6. Wow. What was it? That's the first up under the for that. Sure where you did not want. Put it back up.
So it's Lockridge and Durkin.
Get high, my phone can't do all the business.
take any action on this or, so,
We want to talk about, how to do it.
that's really good. Very good. Ever put that together, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Report. Agenda item 6K, approval of minutes from March 10th, 2026 regular session. Do you have any corrections or anything from the minutes?
Will they be approved?
Have a second? Anyone?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes. City manager report. Very good. No, you got that. Larry, you got anything? Okay. Charlie, you got anything? Jamie? RB? Danielle? Ms. Hampton, you have anything?
it's one thing, the Blanchard, creeks and the last meeting. All I can say is that they look horrible. And I would like for John to look into what can be done, how we get paid for it. Let's just get it done. It's gotta be done. And,
So that is fine.
is there anything we can do before that?
Make sure you tell me what happened, tear down dams or something. Clean it out.
Well, I used to have, what is it? But it wasn't enough to money. Anyone like to speak on that? Mistakes, you know anything?
maybe it's back across the road or something. I'm not seeing anything like that every time. But I am seeing. We were down, left unchecked, now I understood.
We appreciate.
It was a problem, solar, where it's in fact, the next time it rains, all the rest of it. And the water level was a problem. When the river was, I think it was the problem. It was 4 or 5 years. Whereas in year one, it was. That was all.
It's so stunning looking.
North Carolina is that traffic road, 8% of traffic, no charge, harvest fee. I don't know if Florida does that. Getting rid of it, it's absolutely number one. It's not that bad. I don't know.
When they come to Florida,
So I'm sorry.
Goodness.
up the inside,
Ones that here, that, you know, I'm not doing it once, I'm not doing it every day. The rest of our life, that's what I do in North Carolina. I probably want to.
routine maintenance.
This book. Starting now.
Some of the right of ways are looking better, and I appreciate that work. I had something else, but I forgot it. But go ahead on.
Right up.
Sean